let's talk about my extra dimensionals. So probably about 10 years ago, I had my first experience, in a way. There's been a lot of experiences, but probably first visual experience. I remember I was in my bedroom and I just saw this manifestation of rainbow lights coming from the window, like light beams pouring through, but then these dancing rainbow lights coming from the window, which I thought was absolutely beautiful and couldn't believe it. And I was shouting to my friend, oh my gosh, come and have a look at this, you will not believe this. And it was so amazing to see these beautiful lights just dancing away, and just felt so lovely and safe and just beautiful. And so during that time, like, I always knew I was psychic. I've got so many stories to tell you since I was a little girl. And I always used to see orbs. Orbs were like the thing I would always see. Little dancing orbs everywhere. And I'd take photos of orbs. And basically you could see shapes in them, you can see faces in them. You know, I was just trying to work out what they were. And I read somewhere through my studies that orbs can manifest into like geometric shapes, like if you've heard of like sacred geometry and that kind of thing. Basically, like, the orbs can form shapes inside of the orbs and to give you messages. And basically I remember a little while ago when I started really learning to be embrace my psychic powers, basically. And I was in my bedroom and this manifestation started, and it was the same as the lights that I had 10 years ago, but they were white and they were like shooting stars. They were like just these lights with tails on them and just swirling around, dancing around different lights. And I thought, right, now's the time, I need to tell people about this. So I remember posting in the Galactic Federation, and people like, whoa, you know, this is lovely to see this. You know, it could be a possibility of lots of different things. And it was just amazing. I just felt so lucky, and I see them a lot. You know, I get lots of like lights just flying by, and like, it's amazing. And the more that I like wave and say hello, the more they come. I was in my living room and I was listening to some different frequencies, and then I just saw green ones just flying around, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. You know, I got it all on camera. It was pretty cool. And I just, you know, I never felt like anything wrong or intimidated or a weird sensation or anything. It was just natural. And they just used to just fly in and just look really beautiful, and, you know, just enjoy being my presence, basically. And so yeah, it's just being comfortable and seeing the lights. Before all the little floaty dancey lights, I would basically see flashes, which I thought were my spirit guide. I saw blue flashes, like beautiful blue, like a blue that you wouldn't really know existed. It's fluorescent blue. And, you know, I was learning about spirit guides and angels, and thinking, oh, it's my spirit guide, this is amazing, this beautiful blue light. And yeah, so that started happening, and I started waving and saying hello, because I know that if you use your voice as a frequency, they manifest off of your frequency. So yeah, I was just saying hello and loving the blue lights, and it was just lovely. And then I'd see the green dancing lights and stuff, and that was lovely, and the white dancing lights, and I was like, wow, this is so lucky to see this. And yeah, I just took a time out to learn a lot, and I was learning a lot about spirituality and that kind of thing, and, you know, going on the route of spirit guides and angels and that kind of stuff. And all these people getting all these lovely connections, and I was like, what's coming through for me then? And so I thought, yeah, I just see spirits, lights, definitely lights. And I remember people coming in, like, and just walking up to me where I work, and saying, oh my gosh, look at your energy, look at your light, look at the stars above your head, you know. And I was like, yeah, people people say that, you know, quite a lot actually, and it's strange, isn't it, you know? And so yeah, it's just basically just took a lot of time out learning about lots of different things. And then I started seeing the lights manifesting again. And I was like, I'm going to sit here and see what happens. Maybe I should meditate. Maybe I should try and connect in a way, you know? So I sat there on the edge of my bed and I started talking, saying, oh, you're welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for coming to see me. And then I thought, right, I'll get my video out, I'll get my camera out, and I'll get a video so I can show everyone the beautiful lights again. They're here, they're back again. And so basically I was filming, and these beautiful beams of light were coming through the window, and they were all dancing away, all manifesting. I was putting my hands up, and the light was coming from my fingers, you know, it was just glowing. And all of a sudden, these colours started appearing. And I was like, okay, I'll go with this. And I started to try different angles of the camera to reflect from the light, and shapes started forming. And I thought, wow, like shapes of like blue and purple and green and that kind of stuff. And then they formed into an actual shape. And that was so amazing. Like, I'll show you the videos of what I saw. So basically the shape was like a tiered shape. It looked like a goblet or something, like a chalice. And I was putting my hand out and I was thinking, what do I need to do with this? You know, it seems like a hologram of information. First shape I saw was the head, a green head, big eyes. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, as you imagine, like ETs would look like, little green men, you know, with the brown faces and the big eyes. I was like, what? And I was actually really calm. I was like, this is normal, you know, I'm not freaked out. If I ever had an alien encounter, I'd be running down the road screaming. But I was like, wow, thank you. I was like, you are loved, thank you, welcome, thank you, you know, thank you for being here. And so I held my hand out and then see little patterns in my hand, and I thought it was an eye, and then it looked like a little being inside with like a glowing heart, like a green glowing heart. And it was like tiered. It had like the shape of a chalice, and then it was tiered. And I was like, wow, is this like universe information or something? You're giving me information of the universe. I'll have that, please. You know, I was like, thank you. You're amazing. Thank you so much. And then I remember putting my video. Was it the video? No, I took a screenshot of it and put it on the Galactic Federation's page, and was like, what do you think of this? Because I posted my lights before just to see what people thought of that, and if they knew anything that they could tell me. And so I put the picture up of the green head, and I was like, wow, I had a little visitor the other night, you know. And then I put the pictures of like the chalice and the little being with the arms stretched out, and there was like moon and stars, and it looked like it could be a map or something. And then someone sent me a picture of a crop circle that had appeared in Yorkshire, and they says this appeared just now, and it was the same shape layout as what I was given in my hand. Basically, this light beam, that's what I was given. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, whoa. So I'm going to do a video. I'm going to actually do some research and see if I can work out what it means or anything like that. I haven't had time yet, but I'm going to go and look into that because I haven't even had a chance to decipher it yet. So the next one, I thought, okay, I think it was a couple of days later. Let's have another look. I've got time now. Let's see what I can do. And I went into my bedroom and the light was shining through again. And I thought, right, okay, let's sit here for a minute, see what happens. I saw my little lights dancing. I was like, hello again. How are you? You're okay. The little lights were dancing, and I sat there on the edge of my bed and I waited. And I says, is there anything you want to tell me? You know, I'm here. I want to listen to you. Anything you want to say to me, you're welcome. And then I saw the next one, which was, I couldn't make it out at first because it was like, it looked like a helmet at first with eyes in the middle. And then you look and there's a creature, like a being inside of that, and it's cool because it's got like a green face, it's got like purple hair here, and it's got its arms out again, and then like a little glow of a body. And then I couldn't decipher if it was a big face or if it was a little being inside. And so yeah, so I was like, oh, hello, nice to see you again. But it was a new one. A new thing that had come through, and different beings. I don't know if it's like, all I can think of is like, what comes to me is, you know, when we went out to space and we sent like DNA and stuff, and we says this is what our human race is like, and it's like an image of our like DNA and like stuff about the human race and stuff. It's kind of like a beam of information, and that was so interesting. And then this beautiful, oh gosh, I can't even explain how beautiful it is. You can see it in the pictures, just how beautiful it is. And all the colours that I explained about the glowing and about the fluorescent lights and stuff. And it had materialised in front of me. This isn't even in my third eye or mind's eye or anything. It was here in my hand. Hello, you know. And yeah, it was just, I never, like, I wasn't scared, didn't feel my heart racing, or I was just like, oh, you're so pretty. And yeah, so basically there was a being. There's like, I don't know if it's like 3 beings, or I don't really understand just yet. I haven't had time to process it all really. So it was like a little being inside, and then I was kind of like, you are just so beautiful. I was like, you are just so beautiful. Like, wow, thanks for coming, you know, thanks for showing yourself to me. I'm so honoured and grateful that you have come to me and you felt comfortable that you could, you know. I was just honoured. And so yeah, so I got as much as I could on video. It was so quick, and then at the end it like had this kind of eye. It looked like a face materialism, you know. And that was really cool. That was the next one. And so yeah, I watched a video about it afterwards, and it shocked me. And I've just posted the video up just before this one. And basically I was like, you've just spelled everything out that I've just seen. Because it said about the little being, and they have auras around them, and the auras you can see, you know. And what she said in that video was exactly what I saw. And I was like, wow, this is so cool, you know. And yeah, I still see them floating about all the time. Not obviously like the images that I got on film with the little twirly lights. They're all around all the time. And I think they know they're welcome, and they can just come in and just have a little dance around, you know, completely welcome. And so yeah, that's my experience. And I just wanted to make these videos because I wanted to live in the moment, I wanted to live in the present, and I wanted to give you the information as soon as it happened. And then we can work out like any patterns and that kind of stuff, and find out who they are. What I've got so far is that I've got a teacher and I've got a healer. So that's quite interesting. So I'm working with them at the moment, and they all seem very excited. So I am very excited too. And I wonder where this is going to go, you know. So it's about making awareness. It's about making people aware that there's so much more out there that we're not told about, and there's so much hidden from us, and all we have to do is just open our hearts and open our minds and see differently, like take notice of energy. And it took a long process for me to get to this stage now. I mean, honestly, it didn't happen overnight. Like, I always used to see the lights and that kind of stuff, and I always kind of had the visitations. I'll talk about that in another video actually. Just like my whole life has been like this, leading to this moment. And I've only got confidence just now. I used to be terrified, especially when the bed vibrates, you know, and I feel the presence in the room, and it's always night time. I always go, guys, you know, come on. Like, I'm trying to sleep here, you know. It's like, don't freak me out, okay? I told you not at night time. I said just during the day. So during the day, I'm like, connect with me. And then at night time, I'm like, go away. you know, so I've got to build up that confidence layer as well. Maybe I'll get up a video, you know, the vibrations. Vibrations are very like, you know, you're so out of it when you're in between the dream stage, and it's just like, what is it vibrating again? You know, so does anyone else get vibrations at all? Does anyone else bed vibrates? I've got a long history with that. I've got so many stories. But this is my extra dimensional stories anyway. So yeah, it's quite interesting. But yeah, this is all the evidence I have. This is what I've gathered, and I hope it makes sense to you. If you've got any questions, defo ask me. I know it's all kind of, it's not new, it's old. This has been happening for thousands of years, and the people that get chosen are so honoured, and obviously they've got open hearts and open minds, and you just got to be open-minded, because obviously this is like a fantasy for some people and it's a reality for us. So that's my story of my visitations, and I'm sure there'll be a lot more. So that's what they want me to do. They want me to get this story out. They want to say that they're here, they're going to help us. So there you go, guys. I hope that helps you. Thank you.